In the year of 2021, after many years of searching, I was able to purchase a remote property deep in the mountains of Western Canada. I've recently decided to quit my job, move here full-time, and see if I can survive solely on a YouTube income. With no neighbors, very difficult access, endless wilderness, and a river that runs through it all, I couldn't be happier with this newfound freedom. Follow along with me for this challenging journey while I try to create a livable space in this unforgiving yet beautiful, vast wilderness. Why is Shawn on the trail in the dark at 7 p.m? Well, I just got episode 45 out. I crossed the river. It's been snowing for, I don't know, 24 hours or more, and it snowed quite a lot. So I'm breaking in the trail, and I could barely even find the canoe. Yeah, I think I'm smart to break in the trail because it's already getting past the point of no return. It's already just getting too much to handle kind of thing. It's like a snowplow. Good thing I came on the trail when I did. Get my snow brush. Well, good morning. I found a pair of glasses that I forgot I even owned. They were hiding. I look like a nerd. But I can see with them, that's important. In town, and I thought I have to get this old sawmill motor to a mechanic who I met last fall. He's a small engine mechanic, and I think he's excellent. And so I just attempted to go and grab my outboard motor to have that ready for April or whenever it starts melting up at my place. Quick note here, the outboard motor and the old sawmill motor need a complete rebuild, after which I plan to do my own mechanics out here in the wilderness moving forward, as it's something I need to improve upon. Somebody in the comments mentioned that actually, hey, get your outboard taken care of now while some of these small engine mechanics are slow. It's a bit of a snowstorm here. I just tried to grab the outboard from my friend's place while I am in town. It's just a little too much snow there. I can't get the outboard, but I do have the old sawmill motor, so we'll take that, drop that off, see if he can't get that thing going. Whoops. That's the sound of my vehicle now. I'm at my final parking spot, but I'll be damned if I didn't bury it. It's buried. Another day, buddy. There's so much snow. It's hard to turn anything around. There's some snow on this log. These snowshoes are worth their weight in gold right now. Dang, it's getting colder. Well, So let's try that. The more I tried to get this unstuck yesterday, the more stuck it got. I was trying to turn it around. I normally turn it around here, but I came just a little too far and it just kind of dipped down. Oh. Dang. Everything feels really frozen there. Oh. Oh, that is frozen there. Yeah, that's in there good. Baby. Oh, son of a gun. I didn't like the way it was rigged up, so I changed the straps. I didn't quite trust, so I just sort of rearranged the cable here, pulled it back to the carabiner. So let's try that. That. Jeez. I hit the kill switch. Jeez, that winch is pulling it out though. It's stuck in there in such a way, like even the winch skis are getting hung up under some big roots or something. I just tried everything to. It just really does not want to come out whatsoever. It's just lodged in here. I've already been at it for a few hours. I just cannot get this thing out. So it keeps catching on something. Like it's, when you stand in here, it's like a funnel. It just sucks you right in. There's nothing I can do to get out of it. I cannot believe it took me that long. That's crazy. I was in there, holy cow. I couldn't have did it without the drill winch though, or just any winch in general, but this thing's pretty darn good. Check it out, found my orange juice. Must have fell out. That's not too heavy. Good morning. I have to go back. I did not get the load here all the way here yesterday. It's almost all the way here, but I just ran out of energy. I was just done. I can't say I've got much done so far this week, unfortunately. If you guys remember the rope across the river, it's over there. But from last March when I was here, that was the area that seemed best to cross, and it was frozen over. It's still kind of wide open water there, so I can't get to the other side of the rope over there until the creek freezes over. So I can't untie the other side of that rope. That's the only rope I have here that's long enough to span a river, but I don't really need it. I was just thinking to set it up for where I'm crossing on the canoe, because I just jump in the canoe and I shuffle across it, as I'm sure you've already noticed. Yeah, it'd be probably a little easier with a rope, but mind you, I jump in the canoe and I shuffle across. It only takes 60 seconds or something. It's not like a big deal, so I haven't really felt the urge to set up a rope. Yeah, I don't know what to say. There's not a whole lot getting done other than kind of a lot damage control, I guess, with the snow removal and the trail, padding down the trail. I've had to hit the trail with the snowmobile maybe 5 or 6 separate times just to really keep on top of it and keep it groomed. It looks like the cold is here to stay for quite some time, and then not much for snow in the forecast. That's good. I think it's finally I can get a few days of work in, but I think I'm only gonna have about 2 days of work on the cabin. This is the part where I start sweating a lot, so I'm just going to change out my jacket. I have the Tufta duck down. It's minus 16 Celsius right now. I'll come back and put that on later. That could stay. Everything I have on is Tufta. The merino wool long johns, the pants, I'm good. A lot of snow in there, I should empty that. There must be some ice on the bottom, I can't pull it. There's so much friction pulling this. I think with anything plastic, same with the canoe, if you don't leave it flipped upside down overnight, even though the weather has not, the temperature has not changed from this time yesterday, overnight it got slightly colder, basically the same temperature as yesterday at this time. I flipped it over already and rubbed it down really good, and it just will not slide. It's like pulling a dead log.
here it is. The last bit of lumber. I think there's 10 sticks of lumber. I have 2 sheets of plywood there and 5 over there. So 7 full sheets of 1/2 inch plywood, and I do believe that'll be it. After this, the mill, I was wanting to start bringing the mill in right away, but first we'll get the rest of this lumber and plywood in, and yeah, that's it for lumber and plywood. It's just the mill moving forward. So it might take several days to open the trail up to be able to drag everything in there. Obviously, the sawmill will have to come apart in several pieces. You know, I still got a bunch of insulation I'm gonna have to bring there anyway, so there's gonna be a lot of trips on the trail left, but not for lumber or plywood. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. A spark plug just blew right out of there. Well, dang, it's oh yeah, okay, check that out. That is totally done for. Can I put this? Well guys, I was just checking out these old windows, and they're gonna take a lot of rework, as well as the trim that goes around. This is all nice Douglas fir. These windows aren't made anymore. Up here you have 6.5 wide, and there you have 4 wide. So as you can see, these are going to require, a fair bit of work. They're old, but they're free, so I'm going to use them. Of course, I still have to put on the house wrap and the proper tape and everything. The window trim itself, the frame that goes around. Let's go over here. Here's your more modern window. This is temporary. It's just tacked in, so this has to come off again to get properly installed. But typically you'll have framing, just like a painting or something that goes, around. You frame the window itself. So here, this is protruding out, say an inch, let's say, and so you might have your siding, or you're gonna have your trim around that's framing the window, and then you'll have, say, siding or whatever that butts into that trim. I'm just thinking ahead here because I was starting to wrap my head around windows. Yeah, I'll have to cut these down. It looks like I could not find any videos online or anything about installing these old wooden frame box type windows. But it looks to me like this goes flush to the outside of the building, and it doesn't protrude past that extra inch. So it's going to be a different style of framing that goes. I'll have to just kind of figure it out as I go. I've never installed these old school windows. Like I say, they're not even made anymore. If that's installed flush to the outside of building, then you're gonna have an extra like 2 inches coming back to here. So this is obviously for a 2x6 home with wider studs. I'll make it work. It's gonna take some time. Tool belts, check. Okay, I found a good example window. So the framing on these old wooden windows, and I'm sure there's people in the comments that know about these, looks like the framing is actually nailed onto the window itself. So here you have the framing. This edge here, this represents outside face of building. Yeah, indeed it will be tight to that. The other windows don't have the, I guess I'll just have to custom make some. Here's the bottom of the window, because you can see it has the angled, that beveled edge, and then there's your drip edge for water. So this window is just resting upside down at the moment. So here we go, another window. Yeah, so the framing was intact on the window themselves. Okay, well I'm looking at it from the inside, but these vinyl windows are sort of the reverse of that. So yeah, totally different system. Oh, my lights just went out. Okay, so mix and match, do the best I can. Well, oh boy, do I call this an early night? So here's the generator. Yeah, here we go. Here's the generator. Hopefully it's warm enough. It wouldn't start. I have to run the generator about probably 2 hours a week to charge all the Blue Eddy stuff. That's not bad. So I'd probably do it 1 hour each time. And obviously there's no solar right now, very little. So that's a heavy one. I don't know if it's only been in here for half an hour. I don't know if it's warm enough yet. Should I choke in all the way? I don't think it is warm enough yet. The choke is a little bit fussy right now, so it's on. Nice. It's pretty good. Good working height. I'll also put some handrail up tomorrow. Good morning. It's been hovering right around the same spot for a few days because I can't remember if I mentioned this in a previous video or not, but I have that big wood stove in a little cabin, so I pretty much have to have that stove. I'm burning very little wood because it's such a small space to heat, so I pretty much have to have it. The stove has to be pretty well choked off the entire time, otherwise it gets too hot in there. So I'm burning 2.5 like small armfuls of wood per 24-hour period, so I'm really not I didn't have much of a wood pile to begin with, but yeah, it's just small space, very easy to heat up. And I guess, you know, I'll be stuck in the little cabin for the whole winter because big cabin's taking a while. But 7 days in a week still feels like 7 days in a week, and the little cabin's not bad. I'd rather be out here than anywhere else, so I'm digging it. Yeah, let's get some of that there. A lot of dead. This nice balsam fir has been great stuff to burn. I have some birch. It's a little bit on the green side. I just throw one piece in every now and again, but this stuff is great. Just as you can tell on the trail, heading back to get the plywood that I did not get all the way in yesterday. I almost made it to the end of the snowmobile path. Then the trailer, the toboggan rolled over and the plywood fell out, and I was like, oh, forget it. It was getting dark, so I just went back. Many people ask why I don't extend the trail all the way to the river. I'd like to. It's a lot of work. I don't know. Many days, I would say. Many days. With or without help, many days, as far as I can tell. I think I'll have to do that though for getting the sawmill in there. Yeah, life is good. It's about -14 right now, Celsius. Off to get the vehicle going before I can get the sawmill out here, and then all in good time. Extend the trail to the river. That'll take I believe that will take quite a bit of work. There's some really tight turns. I had no interest in hauling this back last night. Yeah, that's the key. You have to flip them over at nighttime or the snow will stick to them. I'm almost certain I could just walk right across that. I would like to flood it and make an ice bridge, but I don't have a water pump. A bit of water. That's about 4 inches thick. Yeah, I could walk on that, but I'm not gonna. I just don't want to try it. this all the way through. Terrible thing. Least favorite fix ever. This is a work. As you can see on this fix, I have to get this sub fascia continuous, so they're doubled up. There's the underside, so I have to remove this. I don't exactly have the right tool for the job for this. Need something called a multi-tool. Just like that. Looks like there's a nail there. Yes, that nail right there. Oh, oh boy. I should have shoveled all the snow off first. That's okay. It's okay, I'll just get covered in snow. Wonder if I can reach the circular saw in there. Nope. Well guys, I think I'm gonna pack it in early tonight. Maybe do some emails or something. Yeah, good to go for tomorrow. Have a good night. Well, here we have an adjustment to make. See, it's a bit of a mess here. I have to sheet with plywood, but this is protruding. I don't necessarily have. It's good all the way. Oh, right there is good, but over here, this this rafter is kind of curving out, and certain tools I just don't have. So I'm gonna experiment with this this wheel. I've already removed a fair bit. Yes, this does look like a mess, and it is a mess, but it'll get straightened out. But check it out, that actually went a lot quicker than I thought. Like I say, not the ideal tool, but it only took about 3 or 4 minutes, and I just used that wheel, and yeah, it's straight all the way across now. This is such a sneaky little fix that I have to continue this line all the way through so I can cap the underside with plywood, but these haven't been getting any easier. Am I too deep? Not deep enough? Yuck. Okay, well, that's not terrible. Okay. These nails hold so well. Boy. All right. That might be a bit tight there. Let's see. I don't know if it's just gonna fit. Just about. Beautiful.